This Skoda Kodiaq breaks new ground for its brand and offers a well-priced, high-quality alternative for buyers in search of a stylish mid-sized SUV with 7-seat versatility. Thoughtful design, a spacious cabin, efficient running costs, and a range of distinctly Skoda, simply clever features are all among this model's attractions. So, will it win over buyers? Let's put this car to the test.
Even in the modern era, big, spacious 7-seat SUVs have a reputation for handling with all the dynamic finesse of a Channel ferry, as do big Skodas. It's pleasantly surprising to find then that the Kodiaq is actually quite an agile thing by class standards. It's relatively lightweight and rigid chassis, delivering decent body control through the turns, although you would better appreciate that if the steering felt a bit more responsive. Another noticeable trait lies in the way that the freshly developed 4-link rear suspension setup provides a firmish quality of ride that's a world away from the soft, floaty springy you get in the Czech brand's similarly priced superb estate. Plus, you can improve it with an optional DCC Dynamic Chassis Control Adaptive Damping package. This works through the settings of the Drive Mode Select system that's provided on most models, a package able to alter steering feel and throttle response, plus gearshift timings if you've chosen a variant fitted with the brand's latest 7-speed DSG auto gearbox. 4-wheel drive is another option, the usual Volkswagen Group on-demand setup that cuts in when lack of traction demands it. It's a system that features on virtually all models further up the range, and one that comes with a selectable off-road mode that focuses all the car's electronic systems for off-piste use. As for engines, well, Skoda has structured the lineup so that almost all buyers will end up going for a 150 PS unit, either a 1.4-litre TSI petrol powerplant or more likely a 2-litre TDI diesel. In 4x4 manual form, that mainstream TDI derivative manages 52.3 mpg on the combined cycle and 141 grams per kilometre of CO2. Other power plants on offer include an entry-level 125 PS version of the 1.4-litre TSI petrol unit and a detuned 115 PS version of the 2-litre TDI diesel. Buyers of flagship variants choose between a 180 PS 2-litre TSI petrol engine or the power plant we're trying here, the 2-litre TDI diesel engine in uprated 190 PS form. It turns out that Skoda's sharp, clean-cut design language translates very well into the kind of purposeful premium look required of a modern full-sized SUV. Now, the Kodiaq's just 40mm longer than the Czech brand's Octavia family hatch, but it looks far larger, with striking styling supposed to convey an impression of protection and strength. Behind the wheel, the Kodiaq design team have delivered the classiest Skoda cabin yet made. Getting comfortable is easy, and in the instrument binnacle, large dials flank a useful centre trip computer display. Much of the information this delivers can be more graphically provided by this classy centre dash infotainment screen, provided in 8-inch form here, but offered in 6.5-inch guise with lesser trim levels. Either way, an included Smart Link system allows you to access the Apple CarPlay or Android Auto MirrorLink systems, and if you have a setup fitted out with the navigation Wi-Fi package, you'll be able to make full use of the clever connectivity functions provided by the Czech brand's freshly developed Skoda Connect app. Enough on what it's like in the front of this Kodiaq, let's check out the rear, accessed through these wide opening doors. Now, this second row bench features all the versatility you'd want from this kind of 7-seat SUV. So the backrest reclines for greater comfort on longer journeys, and the base slides back and forward by up to 180mm. So, what's it like in the third row? Now, back here, you're quickly reminded that this is an SUV, not an MPV. Overall, though, the space back here isn't really any more restricted than it would be in any other mid-sized SUV of this kind, and uncomplaining adults joining you for short journeys will probably be quite glad of it. With the tailgate raised, a huge aperture is revealed, complete with a usefully low loading sill. Most of the time, owners of 7-seat Kodiaq models are probably going to be using their cars with these rearmost seats folded into the floor, and that's an action easy and simple to complete. in which case there's 630 litres of space on offer with the middle row sensibly positioned like this. Skoda took its time in expanding its SUV lineup, but what it's delivered with this Kodiaq is a very complete product indeed. Comparably priced rival 7-seat models simply can't compete with the quality, the practicality, the efficiency and the media connectivity on offer here. All of which means one thing: if you've a growing family, a sensible budget and a desire for the style of an SUV, well, the Kodiaq's a car you can't ignore.